The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Don't jump. Ready?
Make some good calls, offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Fields. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
No son nadie. Para esos güeyes.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Cunningham. Under pressure, they got him again. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from back at the 5. This is third and goal. Now Cunningham. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bears at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 75. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 34. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Rams.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
16 yards. First down, Rams.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Rams 21, Bears 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action, Fields. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Cunningham to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. Obviously, that's well short of the first. A decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now here's Trenton Gill now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cunningham. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save. Eric Armstead coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Fields. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. A final shot before break. Cunningham. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Cunningham looking to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Here's 3rd and 3. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they'll send Cup in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Broken tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Flush to it, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Fields on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert now on the option. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
Now an option play on 2nd down. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Cunningham. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30.
16 more yards.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Yeah, the homies can trade.
Here we go. Good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Scott. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. That'll be caught. It's come. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down at the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here we go, son.
This is 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Leo Chanel in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on second down. Now Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
11 yards on the play. He's now third down.
Now it's Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Time.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Play, coach.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Fields. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on. fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide.
And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
On 25-yard line.
You'll take that.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Now 1st down throw. Fields.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here comes 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
By Joe Tryon for Ypl. A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And he's going to go down again.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those